Hello friends! Welcome to the stream. Welcome guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Dover, hello. Rotten Eyeballs, hello. Rotten Eyeballs, you got the notification today. Dover, thank you for the quack. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have the old music on at the moment. I felt like a little bit of a change. Felt like, you know, we need to mix it up a little bit more. So old music it is for today. Old music it is. But yeah, basically guys, we have my Drawlloween sketch to work on, and yeah, I finished all the clouds yesterday. I'm really happy. It looks amazing. Punkman, hello! How are you doing? Unfortunately, guys, I do have a little bit of bad news. Not like super bad news, but it's like mini bad news. So I spent probably like a few hours last night until 4 AM trying to get the overlays working for the in real live streams. And they just don't want to work. They just, for whatever reason, they're not showing up on the Streamlabs app on my iPhone. I don't know if maybe Streamlabs has banned certain websites and you're not allowed to use certain websites overlays, because when I add Space Girls Princess, thank you so much. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I gotta fix, guys. Give me a second. We have double overlays as well. We have double overlays. It's just, honestly, I'm having so many issues. Thank you so much, Space Goth Princess. I will bury you in just a second. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys. It's gonna work. So basically, I think the issue is, ooh, how do I actually don't know how to do it from the web version. Because I'm supposed to turn off certain ones, guys. I'm supposed to turn off certain ones. Let me open it on the iPad, because that's where I switched it on. So because I'm using alerts through Stream Elements, and when I tried to stream through Streamlabs, it's stuffed up because now we have double alerts, guys. Now we have double alerts. The only ones we want to work on here are the Patreon ones. Those are the only ones we want to work. Twitch rates, no. Twitch subs, no. Because we have those all through Stream Elements. So I don't need those. It's only the Patreon pledges. Alright, so hopefully now it is fixed. If not, I don't know. Anyway. No, I've been on Stream Elements for ages, Space Ghost Princess. I'm just trying to get my overlays working for the in real live streams. And it only wants to work with Streamlabs overlays. For some reason, it just doesn't want to work with Stream Elements. Well, thank you so much. Alright, guys, let's have a look. Time to bury Space Ghost Princess. It's longer than a year. 13 months, guys. Space Ghost Princess has been subbed for 13 months. Here's a tiny little tombstone for you, Space Ghost Princess. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Let's go. Tiny little tombstone. You're the first one today. First one. How's it feel? Having the cemetery all to yourself. All to yourself. Music's a bit loud. Alright, let me turn the music down a little bit. I feel like some songs we're gonna have a little bit of an issue. Some songs are gonna be just slightly too loud, and that's just gonna be what we do with today, guys. So, oh dear, not this screen. Not this screen. Whoops. Come on, stream elements. Nothing's working today, guys. Nothing's working. It's sad because you may have to break your streak to switch over to Patreon. Oh, that's okay, Space Goth Princess. That's totally fine. If you're looking to go to Patreon instead, basically you do get the monthly postcard, and you do get all of the other content as well that I can give you guys. So yeah, I think you're gonna get more for the amount that you're paying, basically. If I were you guys, I would much rather pledge on Patreon. The monthly postcard is indeed the big draw. Aww. I have to send October's one out to you guys. I haven't sent it yet. I'm so sorry, guys. I was trying to finish the Patreon illustration for you guys and send that out, but I'm gonna send you guys something unique, something different. You're a fetus cult compared to everyone. That just means you're the baby of the cult. Oh, exactly. Everyone started there, and hey, look, you're much further along than a lot of other people, right? And look, you've mingled with the whole community. That's what matters. That's what matters. Cutest postcards ever. Have you seen how Alien Frog frames them, Dava? Oh my goodness. I am so envious. I want to frame them all like that too. That is so cool. So freaking cool. But yes, guys, today is gonna be just drawing all of the soil. I think I'm gonna do cobblestone because I just want to bind together the surface area where the character's walking on, because that allows me to do shadows and stuff and just makes the whole thing feel a little bit more connected together. It really did so much when we added the clouds. Like, the characters were already feeling like they worked together, but adding the clouds made them feel like they had an environment. It just made all of them even more connected. So yeah, just really pull it together. It's crazy how much just a tiny little detail can do. Snuffy, hello! How are you doing? You're glad you bought the folder to store yours? Are they all postcard size? You need to show me the folder, Dava. Did your brain make a joke that's probably not appropriate? What? What? Tell it. Oh no. It's sad. Not here on Discord. Alright. Let's see, guys. So yeah, all of these clouds, that's what I did. That's what I did the other day. Matt, hello, guys. Oh, can we have a shout out for both Space Goth Princess and also Matt's Losing It? Both of those guys, we have some fellow streamers in the chat. Please give them both a follow. They're freaking amazing. Space Goth Princess, you and I need to figure out that that collab stream in December. I'm not going to be able to for a while because I am going to Melbourne next Wednesday. Matt's Losing It, guys. Please also give Matt a follow. Matt's also an art streamer. Please check them both out. But yeah, I'm going to Melbourne on Wednesday, and I will be streaming from there for you guys. Not every day, but definitely some days. And there might be a little surprise for you guys. Patrons already know a little bit about this because I have mentioned it in the Patron Discord. I don't want to say anything until we've both figured out what we're gonna do, but there might be. There's like a secret thing coming up, guys. Secret thing. Matt's Losing It. You love their name so much. It really is so cool. Guess who had a weekend full of drunk driver traumas? I saw that, Space Goth Princess. Did you tweeted that, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is so terrible. I wish people had more respect on the road. Seriously. Like, myself, I got in a serious car accident recently. No drunk driving, but just like serious car accident. earlier this year. And my parents got into a serious car accident just end of last year. My mom still hasn't recovered, so basically, you know, I can tell how serious it is when things go bad on the road, and it's really changed my perspective of, yeah, driving in general, and just how people don't realize when they're impatient, you know, the kinds of consequences that has. Like, you don't even have to be drunk for the road to be dangerous. If you are drunk, you're just looking for trouble. You should not be on the road. But it's even just if people are impatient, if people don't look, if they're not paying attention. Like, guys, look when you're on the road for yourself, for other people, please. It's very important, very important. It's very, very different once you've been in a car accident, especially a really intense one. Like, on a lot of scales, like the accident that I was in wasn't even serious because I didn't suffer any serious injuries, but it was a really, really intense impact, and it's crazy when you live through that and you feel like how fragile your body is, and yeah, you just realize it's intense, guys. I guess it doesn't go away quickly thinking about that. So please, guys, take care of yourselves, please. You're going to try my art challenge this month? Cool, Matt! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I know a lot of you guys probably had so much on for the last month. Like, there has been a ton of different art challenges running in October. I myself, you know, did art challenges. So yeah, it's definitely it definitely makes sense why we didn't have that many of you guys being able to do the challenges. But yes, I'm super excited to see the mustaches you guys are gonna draw for this month. That is our art challenge prompt, guys. 5 calls for your unit in one night in your division 18. Between you and the other ambulance company in town, 31. All drunk drivers? Are you serious? Why did that many people drink and drive? You showed me the folder. I've seen it. It's okay though. I've been busy, so I probably forgot. You'll send me the pics again. The folder is postcard size. It's made for them. I probably did. If it's a long time ago, Dove, I probably just like went out of my mind. I've really, the last couple of months, had so much going on, and I'm also starting to buy a lot of like the wedding things that we need. So I started collecting candelabras, guys. And I'm buying really cheap ones secondhand and then cleaning them because obviously, like, unpolished tarnished silver starts wearing a little bit. So I'm just gonna clean them all, but so far I think I have like 8 or 9 different candelabras. They all look so gothic. It's gonna be sick. Gonna be friggin' sick, guys. What are you doing, little Zazu? What are you doing? I've decided to start feeding him before I stream now, guys, because he is just too impatient. Too impatient. So he gets fed treats now before streams and not in the evenings. Without describing the details, you had one man whose head was stuck in his car's windshield. Did he not have his seatbelt on? Or did the seatbelt fail or something? How? That's horrible. Oh my goodness. So true. Took you 3 years to learn to walk again after yours. Oh my goodness. Matt. All because of someone not watching their speed while it was snowing. Sometimes it's not even your fault. Sometimes you're just, you know, collateral damage. Like, you were just on the road and somebody else veered into you and you had no, you know, impact on that. It doesn't matter what you do, sometimes it's dangerous. I really hope you've recovered fully now, Matt. That's intense. He was alive when you dropped him off to the ER and was alive 5 hours later in the ER. Doc said he was stable. That's great news. Great news to hear. It's like the won't happen to me thought process. Sure, people get in accidents drunk driving, but surely it won't happen to me. Right. Right. Dova! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for gifting the sub to Charles. Charles, hello, welcome. Can we have a shout out for Charles, please? Guys, go check out Charles. He is an amazing artist. We're making some super cool stuff and doing giveaways, guys. Lots of giveaways. Check out his streams if you want to grab something cool. But you gotta be there at the giveaway, guys. Pretty rude if you sign up for a giveaway and you just drop off the planet. If you're signing up for a giveaway, stay on the stream, guys. You won't get your reward otherwise. Guys, thank you so much, Dova, for the sub for Charles. I really appreciate that. Charles, you are now buried. What would you like written on your headstone? It's up to you. Totally up to you. Last you heard, he was in prison. Well, you know, it's kind of what happens. He didn't have his seatbelt on. What? Right, my brain does not compute these kinds of people sometimes. Why? Why? You're much better, thank you. Still have about 25% to go. Well, I really hope you get there, Matt. That is a long time to struggle, a long time, and it's so unfair what happened to you, but I'm really glad you're recovering, really glad you're here with us and alive, you know, we can be so grateful for that. And yeah, I just hope it's uphill for you from here. The t-shirt didn't arrive, Dova. No, I'm so confused because that's been quite a long time. It hasn't arrived. I don't know if I should check. Maybe I need to do something in Throne, but no, it hasn't arrived. That's a big shame. Sometimes I do know sometimes Throne does take longer with some orders, but I feel like that is crazy long. You just tried to not contradict yourself. Oh, you just tried to not contradict yourself. That's a great headstone. Guys, that's a great headstone. Or, beware utilitarian pragmatism, lest you become an empty, broken vessel. Very deep. It's between those two. Those are very deep. Very deep. But yeah, guys, so I think cobblestone for today's drawing. We finished all of the clouds. So I've got clouds behind pretty much all the characters now. And it's really helped bind all of them together. I'm so happy with it. Super happy with it. I freaking love this little guy. He's so cute. Pro Drawlloween. But Piggy Pete's my favourite. Has to be my favourite. Here for your art stream, hello! Oh, Miracle Breaks Creation wide open. That's your third. You thought on this. I can tell. You're probably like the most prepared person that's thought of their headstones coming into my stream. Crazy. Is that concerning that you thought of this, or is just, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if that's just really organized or slightly concerning. It's one or the other. Probably a little bit of both. But yeah. You thought about death a lot as a kid? Sometimes it's good to be aware of things. And you still do. You know, it's a part of life. It's a part of life. Or not, I guess. Who knows? You told your friends to write, "You're next on yours," or if you're reading this, it's already too late. Look behind you. I love that. That is so great. Kind of like you're haunting them. I love it. Right. Let me just quickly have a look at some options because I really want to focus on getting this right. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do full-on cobblestone. I feel like that might be a bit much. I might just do no cobblestone, but I will do like some kind of soil thing. Alright, time to go, guys, time to go. Might as well just start anywhere because it really doesn't matter all that much where I do start. I'm gonna blend it all a lot, so it's gonna be kind of cobblestoney, but I was on Justin Gerard's stream last night, guys, and he was talking about how you find your own style. And something that was really interesting that he mentioned is it wasn't the first point he mentioned, but it was I think it was the second point he mentioned. He said the secondary point should be how much you enjoy drawing in that style, not the first. Because he said often when you start a new style, you won't immediately enjoy it, but you might after a while. You'll be frustrated at first, so just judging it by how much you're enjoying it is not exactly a really good measurement whether you should continue that style or not. And it's so crazy to me as well, because sometimes I found myself really enjoying certain styles, like looking at them. And obviously it's something that I have done in the past as well, so I know that I can pull that style off. But I don't think that is necessarily something that I would want to do all the time. It doesn't feel freeing enough for me. But yeah, I've dabbled in the thought at times, like, I don't know, most of the time I'm really comfortable with my art style. I don't really think about it a lot to change it or anything like that. But I don't know if you guys ever feel that way, especially you guys who have a very consistent style. Sometimes I just get sort of, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or what it is, but sometimes I just get the feeling that my art isn't quite good enough and that the things I'm making don't necessarily bring me that pure joy all the time. I don't know if that's like it feels like stages because I do get out of it again, but it's very interesting, and at those points in times that's when I reconsider my style most of all, and I really often have to remind myself, look, this is a phase. Maybe you're not actually upset at your style, maybe you're actually upset at the fact that you're not pushing yourself enough, you're not pushing out of your comfort zone, maybe you're stagnating too much, maybe you just need to do more, go further, push harder, you know? But yeah, like, that's always something that I think about at times, and I think it's interesting to bring that up as well, because sometimes we feel like we're the only ones that deal with that, and art is really so challenging. Art is just much more than just drawing a cool looking figure, right? You have to also have a certain style, your own universe that looks like you, how you want it to be. And it's very, very hard to keep that consistent. And especially when you're second guessing yourself all the time, it can be even worse. Sometimes your favorite? You've read on a giant black circle tombstone read, I told you all that I was thick. Oh my goodness! I love it. I've seen some really dark ones too. I should have saved them. Because I really want to have... I don't really care if I get cremated or buried, but all I know is I don't really care about much. I just want to have a funny headstone. Creepy one. Sometimes getting haunted. Quite possibly, but you're chilling here with Neko for now. When do you start streaming, Charles? I was up so late. Did I happen to meet any other streamers who I've missed, usually because of time zones? So, you know, it was funny because last night I really wanted to watch a stream and there wasn't any of my usual favorites on. And it made me realize how frustrating it is when you want to watch streams and your favorite streamers aren't on. Like, none of them. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. I hate it. But yeah, so I did explore a little bit, but because I was testing a lot of audio effects, I didn't end up watching a stream a lot because I had to keep pausing it. So I didn't actually get a lot out of that opportunity. But yeah, I stayed up too late. Not again. You tried a new shading style over the weekend and found that you didn't like the process, but you loved the result. Sometimes that is the case. I don't like working in colored pencils a lot. I just don't like the process. Like, I don't mind if it's predominantly graphite and I'm just adding a little bit of color, but I don't like just working in colored pencils. I don't enjoy the process at all. It's just not for me. You doubled in stuff too. Hello, Spark. How are you doing? Can we have a shout out for Spark, please? You think style does come when you chase after a certain look you wish to portray? It comes from obsession. Yes, 100%. You'll find at least guys, please go give Spark a follow. He's an awesome streamer. Gotta check him out. He does amazing voices too. Super entertaining. But yes, I think for me, I really like characters that are like a little bit like Tim Burton-esque. I love some of my favorite artists are Mark Ryden, Thomas Ascot, Mab Graves, Dustin Baylord, and there's also a French dude that I forgot the name of now. But you idolize certain people that you love the style of, and I think what happens is you don't like everything about their style, obviously. Like, they're gonna make things that you're like a little bit but you like parts of their style or parts of what they draw. And I think the whole idea of making your own art is basically making the art that nobody else is making that you want to see. At least that's how I sort of try to approach it. And yeah, like, I like big-headed, big-eyed, googly-eyed characters, so I just feel like I have tons to improve on, and I think I really, over the next few months, want to start pushing myself, drawing characters that are more intricate, maybe more out of my comfort zone, because I feel like I've gotten really confident drawing characters a certain way, but I want to push out of that. I want to, you know, grow past that as well. Which is strange because you tend to like dark and gritty style. You should show me. I'd love to see a Space Goth princess. Maybe you're upset at Nekon. That's totally fine. You recommend it. What? Are you coming up with your 9 million style list? But Ron Eyeballs, I feel like you do have a consistent style across at least a large portion of your drawings. Like when I went through your Instagram, a lot of your pieces are very pastel-y. Also, even the ones that aren't pastel-y, you have like a clean line around your characters, like very clean characters. They also have certain head shapes, tooth shapes, eye shapes, the way you draw everything. Like, I can see a style there. I do agree with you, like, I think you need to refine a little bit more, but it's already there. And that's what matters. Like, everyone needs to refine their style. Everyone. Storytelling will guide you. Making cool things is cool. Stories will excite you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. For a second you thought Neka was gonna say, if I die, as if it was... If I die. Hey, I can be an immortal vampire. You'll never know. My style is great. My art represents me perfectly. In other words, you see me in my art. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know because, you know, I think it's important for your art to represent who you are as a person. So thank you. You can feel very it can feel very fill in the blank with colored pencils. Yeah, I think I'm also, I don't like overly colorful pictures, like illustrations in general. I do really like when it's very subtle colors, and I feel like colored pencil, it's so hard to be restrained with it, because the soonest thing you do is it becomes very blended and way too saturated, and then it's not my thing. This is not my thing anymore. I also hate gouache. I absolutely hate gouache. You do need to resume streaming, Spark. You wish for your body to be thrown in the sun when you die. You want your remains to go far into space when the sun eventually explodes. If that's not an option, you want someone to dress like you did before you die. Show up at the funeral, pull out a screwdriver like Doctor Who and say, alright folks, this is where it gets tricky. Fans of the show will understand the rap. Yeah, I don't get it. But whatever it is, it sounds absolutely hilarious. You just popped it in Discord, don't worry, thank you. You have no words. Fuck, at a loss for words? What? What the heck? How? How? Thank you for the advice. You've been working on that a lot lately. Well, I can tell when I go to your Instagram page, I can already tell that what you're focusing on most is style refinement, so it's a tricky process, but I feel like when I look at your art, you're not very far off from, you know, being confident with your style, so you just got to keep going. I think if I were you, I would pick out a group of your own favorites, your personal favorites of your work, and try to figure out what are the overlaps in those pieces, what makes those pieces unite, and what makes them good to you, and then maybe do a dot point list of those features, and then try to make art that looks like that. Because there was a point for me where I feel like I found my style, and I think I made a singular piece of art. Try to find it. I don't remember if it was my alien or my mermaid. I'll find both and show you guys both. It was one or the other. Oh, yeah, this one as well. So there's like 3 different ones. I just gotta open these in a new window. Alright, and alien. Why is that one so tiny? Oh my gosh. That is way too tiny. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's like all tiny. Alright, anyways. That should be good enough to show you guys. Let's get them right. There we go. Alright, so these ones, guys. These ones. I think this was the first illustration I made that made me feel like I have my style. This one was done digitally though, so drawn in pencil and colored digitally. And I think what I really liked about it is just how sketchy everything was. I love seeing sketchy lines. I think, Charles, that's one of the things I freaking love about your art. The sketchy lines. Super cool. But yeah, so love sketchy lines. That's what drew me to it. And just the sort of very subtle color. And I think I toned it down even more from this point on. Like, that was obviously the first one. And then I think I made this alien of mine. I really loved him as well. So I started realizing, look, I'm getting into an area where I love this kind of art. I love making this, and I'm proud of how it looks. So I kept going. And then I started experimenting with doing it in watercolor. I'm not super proud of this piece anymore, but at the time, it sort of gave me an idea of what I could achieve if I tried this style, but fully traditionally, because I really enjoy working fully traditionally, and it was frustrating me to have to color my pieces digitally. So I wanted to be able to do them in watercolor. But yeah, these colors probably now I wouldn't have them as saturated or as fresh, probably have them a little bit muted. But yeah, so these were the first pieces that sort of guided me. And then from that point on, I was like, okay, well, this is what I like doing. I just got to keep replicating it. I love characters with big eyes. Obviously, like face shapes as well. It's something that's going to keep mutating and changing as you go, but I really, really enjoyed these first ones. So yeah, I think once you get a few pieces done that you love the look of, use those as your guide. Use them as your guide. You just need to start drawing again. You do. Maybe join us on our art challenge. We're currently all drawing a character with a mustache. And I might be doing Stuff by Sunshine's prompt as well. I forgot what her prompt was now. Oh yeah, I think it's a bandit character. I'll have to check again, but I think it's like a bandit, and I had a great idea for what kind of character I could do to incorporate both of those prompts. You still don't know how Ali Therese does gouache. I know! She does it well. How does she get it so smooth? Wizardry. I tell you guys, that is some kind of wizardry. Seriously, there's no other way. It's not easy. You know what put me off from using gouache? When I was at uni, they made us learn color theory. And of all the ways you can possibly teach someone to learn color theory, this is the worst. They made us just draw squares of color. Like we'll have like a sheet of paper divided into lots and lots of little squares, and we had to make it either harmonious, contrasting, etc. But we had to paint them all using gouache, and instead of judging us by how we understood color theory, the teachers were like, you're a little bit over the line here, this is not totally smooth, I see too much texture, it's not smooth enough, over the line, not neat. They were pedantic, and seriously, it made me hate gouache forever. Till this day, I'm traumatized by that. I hate it. And seriously, like, I already understood color theory before that class, and coming into that as someone who already understands it, I don't feel like that's the best way to teach someone color theory. Like, I feel like there's just so many other ways to teach someone color theory. Like, hop onto a tablet and just, like, start figuring out what are the complementaries, you know? Like, there's a color wheel on your Photoshop palette. You just go and pick the opposite, and your brain will start memorizing which ones. You'll know that pink and brown, you know? You'll even know not just the primaries and secondaries, but different muted ones. And that's so much more helpful. That's how I learned it. We have a redeem for Bert the Farting Hippo, guys. Oh my goodness. Let us go grab little Bert, guys. Bert is going to bring some aroma to the stream, guys. Are you guys ready for it? Here's some aroma, guys. Cute little Bert farts. Cute little Bert. It's okay. That's what it's there for. You guys love to see Bert. I love to see Bert. Who doesn't love Bert, right? Well worth it. How are you doing, Mecha? Can we have a shout out for Mecha Miniatures, please? just remember, I am the Supreme Necker, guys. I am the Supreme Necker. You mean sketchy as in not settled with the overall idea yet? Because you do tighten the hell out of your pieces. You do, yeah. But like, you have a very raw style. Like, by raw, I mean that as a compliment. Like, I love that you can still see that it's made from pencil. I love that. Some artists go and they blend the heck out of it. Like, they try to hide every glimpse of a sketch line. I love that you don't do that. You know, I think your art style, or at least your method of drawing, reminds me a lot of what Thomas Ascott does. Obviously, you guys have very different art styles, but the drawing, the way you guys draw your characters, at least in the sketching stage. Kind of gives you Dark Crystal feels, hence of Frank Oz vibes. These characters are absolutely amazeballs. It looks good. Thank you, Spark. I have done so much on these. They've taken me. This is all I've been working on for, well, other than the patron stuff, all I've been working on for the past 2 months, guys. 2 months. This. Yeah. Not quite, like it gets more like a month and a half, although we're into the next month now, so you may as well say 2 months. And I want to do this in watercolor as well, so I'm going to transfer the whole thing onto a separate piece of paper and start painting it, guys. But that's for another day. When I come back, I'm going to go to Melbourne first. I'll do a couple of in real live streams for you guys from Melbourne. But I won't be working on this from Melbourne because I don't want to take this on the plane. I don't want to bend it. Experimenting color in your work is how you learn. Start small with an analogous, monochromatic, complementary. Yeah, exactly. You can figure it out on your own with just a color wheel to help you. You don't need to do a gouache sheet. Lies! Just lies! I'm good, Punisher! How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being my patron. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't want the background to be, like, too detailed either, because I want all the attention to be on the characters. That means a lot, that astute observation. Thank you. You're welcome, you're welcome. Honestly, as I mentioned before, like, I have a lot of art idols. You are actually one of them. You are actually one of them. Especially, like, because the weirdest thing was, so guys, I found Charles, I'm pretty sure I found Charles on Twitch first. I think I found him on Twitch first, but I didn't find your Instagram through your Twitch. And then I was just randomly scrolling Instagram that very day, and I came across your art. And it was like, damn, this is so cool. So much cool stuff all at once. It was like fate had decided for me to find your cool art. I still want to get, oh my gosh, what is the other t-shirt that I want to get of yours? It's like the little guy, the guy sitting holding the bunnies. I forgot the name of the t-shirt though. Guys, Charles makes the coolest art. I want to wear it. Dova's already bought me one of Charles's t-shirts that's my favorite. Hang on, it's opening up, it's loading, guys. It's alright. What do you mean? Why is it not loading? Come on, you can do it. Alright. I'm gonna show you guys like this. because I can't open it up. This one, guys. This one. Precious t-shirt. He's holding like little bunnies. Absolutely adorable. I want this t-shirt so bad. So bad. So cute. I love everything you did with this. Where you drew... Alright, I'm gonna Google it here so you guys can see. Molly, hello! There we go. Morley, thank you so much for being here. Can we have a shout out for Morley? Guys, Morley streams art and also animals. Please check out Morley. Alright. I found your t-shirt page though. The sucky thing is, guys, Charles doesn't actually get a lot of money from the t-shirts. I really hate that that's the case. It's the same for me as well. Like, all of the apparel I sell, I don't get a lot of money from that. I get most from my prints. But yeah. Look how cute! I love the bunnies. I love that he's so creepy and he looks like... It's just a whole story. Like, I think the biggest thing I love about your art, Charles, is the fact that there's always a story, but you don't explain all of it. There's always like some mysterious side to it that your brain wants to figure out, and it's probably purposefully left open to interpretation by you, or you have your own idea but you're not telling us. But it's always like this sinister character, and you always like combine it with something really cute. I'll drop a link in the chat, guys, if you want to get this t-shirt. I don't blame you. I do too. It's so cute. Dover! Dover, thank you! Thank you so much. I am speechless. I am speechless. I just need to figure out why the heck they're not sending them to me. Thank you, Dover. Adorable. The violin riff in this track reminds me of the movie Insidious. I haven't seen it, I don't think. Didn't even realize that Mecha had Instagram until yesterday. What? What? I feel like my Instagram's everywhere. Like it's on my website, on my Tumblr, my Facebook. It's even in my about panels here, I'm pretty sure. Or I may have removed it because it wasn't working for a while. Thank you so much for the follow though, Bon Kraz. You want 2 lops and a roo? What's a roo? A Rex? You mean a Rex? Charles, thank you for the biddies. Thank you so much. Dover is the channel's angel for sure. I know, Dover. Thank you. I cannot wait to wear it. I'm gonna just be promoting Charles' artwork like with stream merch. Charles merch all the time. No shame. Shameless promotion. Plague emo teen runs away from home with his adopted baby boys he found in an abandoned warehouse, and now they walk the land searching for a new home. Sounds cool. Definitely one interpretation of it. On your Instagram, you don't get much from NECA in your feed. You can turn on notifications, Morley. I do that for all of the artists that I definitely want to see the work of, so that I don't miss their stuff. Like, obviously lately I haven't had time to check Instagram, but turn on notifications. Go to their page and there's a little bell icon. Click on it, turn on all notifications, and you won't miss their stuff again. You can also favorite them. I'll show you guys how. Hard to get and use. There we go. Here we go. I'll drop this link for you guys. That's how you favorite artists on Instagram. And then you have like a personalized feed just for your favorite artists. It is so great. But yeah, guys, so many other cool artworks by Charles. They're all just freaking unique. I think it's like, it's so hard to pick, but my favorites are always the ones with the cute animals in. I also love this dude in the coffin with wheels. Damn. How did you just get so good, Charles? How did you just get so damn good? Your work is exceptional. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Guys, this is insane. This is so insane. I love it. But yeah, this bunny, guys. Max adorable. Max adorable. Check out Charles, guys. Please check out Charles. Why did we go to the cemetery? No idea. You posted your art, now you have a place? That's awesome, Bonkraz. That's awesome. Because lately you've been like, I miss catching NECA streams and I don't see much on Instagram, but I found this reel. What do you mean a reel? One of my reels? Is it difficult knowing that you'll always be in the shadow of the superior mecha? Not at all. I fear nobody. I fear nobody. I am the superior NECA. I am the original, the one and only. Everyone else is a wannabe NECA. Something ridiculous and simple, but so good. Wait, is the bunny in a jar? Something about inside a jar or holding a jar with glowflies? You'll put up more pics, let you know. You don't know. Oh, Charles. There was one. I should have screenshotted it. It was a long time ago now, but I'm pretty sure there was one of your pieces that was an Alice in Wonderland artwork that I freaking loved. I think that's probably one that I would want on a t-shirt as well. And a print. Honestly, I'm going to start buying your prints after I get married next year, because currently I just have nowhere to put them. So it feels like a bit of a waste buying prints I'm not going to be able to put up. But once I get married, art. All on the walls, everywhere. All my favorite art is going to be on the wall. So I'm going to start collecting prints from everyone I love. The original can always be improved on. Your Mecha 2.0. Alright. Well, I told you it's going to be an art showdown to see who's the superior NECA. The cat! You want the cat! Oh my gosh. You know which one? Same, you have no room. You let me know when you're married. It's more that I need to move out because I've like... Currently I can't put stuff up on the walls, so yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem. I'm gonna have a wall of art, exactly. You literally have a box at home where you store prints and cycle the ones that go on the print wall. That's a good idea. Guys, get married, then hang up art. It's a plan. It's a plan. Get married so you can hang up art. Find anybody, marry them, and put up art. I'm the real NECA. Yes, I'm the real NECA. All the other mechas are just imitating, so we're the real NECA. Please stand up. Please stand up. Reminding me of the song You Can Resist. The end. Happily ever after. Well, if it's somebody supportive of putting up art on the walls, sounds like a good relationship to me. Don't hang up on canvas paintings near your cats though. That's how they end up with holes in them. Ooh. I'm not planning to have cats, Space Goth Princess, because I have a parrot. And they're not the smartest when it comes to thinking what is for their own good. Like literally, Zazu has almost choked himself. You know those little plastic, when I say almost choked himself, technically he couldn't actually choke. I'll explain in a second. So the little rings that go on milk jars on the inside of the milk jar. They're about that wide and they're just made of plastic. And so he was playing with it and he had put it around his neck. And somehow, I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he was pulling it against his neck like that and pulling up. And then he started freaking out, screaming and stuff because he thought he was choking. But all he had to do was let go and it would just drop because a bird's neck is about that thick. That's tiny. This ring is that wide. There's no way he could choke on it. It's not a rubber band. It's thick solid plastic. So all he had to do is let go and he wouldn't be choking. So that's the brain capacity of a parrot for you guys. In other ways they're extremely smart, but when it comes to survival, I don't really know what they're built for. Because it ain't survival. It definitely isn't survival. Some kind of brand of I need help. I'm cute and I need help. But yeah, so I have every confirmation that, oh dear. I have every confirmation that Zazu will literally go up to my cat and bite its nose with no fear. No fear whatsoever. That's my concern. Because we all know the cat is a superior predator. The cat will win. The only thing I can hope for in that situation is that I have a really nice, patient cat. But you know, it's not fair on the cat either, because, like, Zazu would test its patience to the limit. Does anyone plan for cats? I would love to have cats. I seriously would love to have cats. Zazu. I'm also actually allergic to them, but that would not stop me from having a cat. So I was so allergic to cats when I was younger that I would hold them and my whole face would get like teary and swollen and I would struggle breathing and I would keep holding cats. It wouldn't stop me. I was insistent. And then as I grew older, I became less and less allergic. I'm not quite that allergic anymore. Now it's more of a, some cats are worse than others, but most cats I can hold them as long as I don't touch my eyes with my hands and touch like close to my nose. I'm okay. I might get a little bit of a runny nose, but I'm okay. So I feel like I can tolerate living with a cat. So that's not the reason stopping me. Zazu is very much the reason why I don't want one. I really want rats. I love rabbits, but rabbits, a lot of people don't realize rabbits need a lot of space. People keep them in these teeny tiny hutches. It's cruel. It's so cruel to them. They're very smart animals and they're very, very affectionate and very social. You can't just put them in a little hutch and leave them outside. It's horrible to them. So I really don't feel like I have the amount of time to take care of a rabbit at this point. And because they require quite a bit of space and setup, I wouldn't really go for that. But I love bunnies. I think they're super cute. Especially love the little, what are the small ones? The Netherland dwarf ones. Love those. Love those. Happy wife, happy life, Charles. Of all Charles quotes, that one, I feel like there was some Charles quotes earlier that were a lot more Charlesy. Marriage, but tricky for you now, you know, Naka. I do, Dover. To be honest, Dover, marriage is always tricky, I think. You're combining two lives, two different people, you know? It's a big merge. It's huge. It's intense. A Jupiter painting got a hole on the bottom of them when it got pulled off the wall. No, that's horrible. Oh no. I recently saw an artist who accidentally knocked off a painting that they had worked like 50 hours on. It's horrible. It's heart-wrenching to see, and they were like, do I chuck this in the bin? I don't know what to do. Absolutely tragic. Survival of the fittest means animals evolve in a way that ensure they have kids. I struggle seeing Zazu as a parent, Space Ghost Princess. I feel like he's not destined to survive. You learn something amazing yet mildly terrifying. In the wild, the sparrow lives up to 5 years. In captivity, they live up to 20 years. So the sparrow you fostered, he can't fly, so he just lives with you. You thought you were committing to a goldfish with wings and an attitude, not for basically the rest of your life. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Zazu, in the wild, he would only live, like, maximum of 10 years. Maximum of 10 years. Maybe 15 if he got lucky. Unlikely. A lot of them only live, like, 5 years. Because they either die because they can't find food, or they get eaten by a predator, or in Zazu's case, he'll probably fly into a car and die. That is the sad tragedy of it. But in captivity, Zazu can live to like 45, 50 years old. That's a long time. You know, that's as much as a lot of people in third world countries live. It's crazy. It might even be longer than what people in third world countries live. Like, conditions in third world countries are pretty bad. Zazu can outlive a lot of people on this planet. So, yeah, a lot of people say it's cruel to keep a parrot in captivity, like, you're not giving it what it needs, but parrots actually do a lot better in captivity than they do in the wild. Like, yeah, they're not as free, they can't fly as much, but Zazu flies all around my studio, all around the house. He also has a very big cage. Like, I believe if you have a parrot, you need to have a huge cage. Huge. Like, this is what Zazu's got, guys. Thanks to stream. Oh my gosh. Right, I need to turn it on first for you guys to see. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me. Gonna show you Zazu camp. And don't mind him, he's a little bit scruffy. Do we have Ivy Cam on? Come on, Ivy Cam, you can do it. You can do it. Why is it not wanting to do Ivy Cam? Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. There's little Zazu. That's little Zazu. Super happy. But yeah, he's lost a lot of his long tail feathers, unfortunately. But yeah. So he's got like a huge cage, he can move around, lots of toys. He can flap his wings very easily. A lot of people put them in a cage where if they want to flap their wings, they're touching the cage bars. That's too small. That's way too small. I'm planning to get Zazu an even bigger cage in the future. That one is like half the size of a room. And that will allow him to fly when he's inside the cage as well. So that'll be super awesome for him. Super awesome. But yeah. Weird that I'm mentioning this. Your cat killed a bird yesterday. You stopped her from eating it. So now you have this dead bird and you were hoping it would come back to life. So you had a weird Donnie Dark moment. That is horrible. That is so sad. Probably wouldn't be that good for the cat to eat the bird either. Like, could have diseases. I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe it's good that you stop that. Some animals, that means being so adorable, humans take them in and care for them. Yeah, I feel like that is Zazu's, like... That's Zazu's play of survival. I'm so cute, you're gonna love me forever. I'm gonna live for free, having food for free, being just pampered for free. Because I am that adorable. You found him as a chickie in your bullpen and couldn't find his nest when you got him out of there, so you just raised him yourself. I found a little bird at the previous house we lived at, and it was just a baby. He couldn't fly yet, and I was so worried because other birds were trying to eat him. So I couldn't leave him outside. I couldn't find his mum. And what I ended up doing is I fed him for a couple of days, figured out what he needs to eat, what kind of bird he is and all that. And I think I had him for like 3 or 4 days. And I would put him outside every day for a few hours, like me being with him. And then his mum came. His mum came, guys. Doma, thank you so much for the cheer. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the biddies.
What do you call 2 birds stuck together? Velcros.
Oh my gosh. So yeah. I ended up finding his mum outside because I kept him outside a couple of times, and she started feeding him. So I decided, okay, I don't want to take him back in, but he wasn't in a really safe place. So I took him back in that night. Next morning, I put him right back outside again, and I got him up in a tree, and his mum kept feeding him. So I was like, okay, you're gonna be okay, little dude. You gotta go free now. You're on your own, because I wanted him to be with his family. So yeah, I released him. I hope he's doing okay now. We do. This is such a weird song. Such a weird song. Randomly, you don't think it's a vibe horror movie. You went to a haunted house recently and the first tall gory monster you saw there, you instantly went in for a hug, and that's not even the worst of it because he started hissing back and saw the actors and had a full-blown staring contest with 2 of them inside the house. You obviously won. Maybe you creeped them out. What were you dressed up as, Rotten Eyeballs? There's one way to do it. Zazu pulled the cord in the camera, or maybe you want some privacy. Good point. Big cage. You don't get out much and it shows. Same, Rotten Eyeballs, same. I still haven't had COVID. Probably because I don't go out. Probably. Because I don't even feel like I'm avoiding it all that hard anymore. Like lately, I don't wear a mask because masks aren't obligatory. I only wore a mask when I went to like my friend's concert in the city. Because there was like 70 people crammed in a small space and I didn't want COVID. But other than that, I just stay at home. Not because I'm avoiding COVID, that's just my life. Since the world ended, you feel your social skills deteriorating. It's an apocalypse, Snuffy. It's an apocalypse we're living in. You mean Chicken the Sparrow has a small cage, but the door is always open so he goes in and out as he pleases. See, the only reason I would not leave Zazu's cage open is because, well, 1, he would destroy everything in my studio, but also, there's been some times when he's chewed things, almost swallowed things, gotten himself caught onto things, so it's not safe for him to be fully free in my house. Too many things that he can get caught on, so I wouldn't really leave him unattended. A little sparrow though, probably fine, but Zazu is a bit of an idiot. Zazu's an idiot. You just fed chicken wet cat food, because he was like, it's similar to half-digested bugs and lizard tails. He's also not the first sparrow you fostered. The others did grow up enough to fly off when they were ready. That's so cool. So beautiful. It's finally getting chilly at night. No, winter's coming. It didn't, you didn't go as anything, but you did take eyeliner and draw stitches all over your body. Cool, cool. you've seen many people feed cooked biryani to their dogs and cats. You guess pets don't have to be on a specific diet. Yeah, I guess it really depends, like, what's in it. Playing a game called Deliver Us the Moon gotta be one of the more pretty games you've played, especially when you go outside on the moon. Ooh, sounds awesome. Zaz, you don't need this kind of slander from Nekos. Take up for yourself. Look, he's got his strong suits. Couple of strong suits. He's funny. That's one. He's funny. He's super adorable. He's soft. He's smart when it comes to talking and imitating things. But survival is not one of his strong suits. Just isn't. Biryani is what protein and rice is a pretty common diet that suggests for ill pets who can't eat typical kibble and such. Okay. You don't know about bird diets. I've heard it's a very common thing to feed wild birds that you've just found. Stuff like cat food and things like that. Obviously, it depends what kind of bird you've got. One of the issues for me was when I found a little bird stranded, I thought he might be a honey eater. I wasn't sure what kind of bird he was. So if he's a honey eater, I can't feed him, I can't feed him cat food because that's not what he's supposed to eat. And if he isn't a honey eater and I'm feeding him like sweet nectar and stuff, that's not what he's meant to eat either. So my first point of action was I needed to find out what kind of bird he was before I could feed him. Yeah. So luckily I did. I figured it out. And yeah, he was really happy after that. Oh no, the ads! I'm so sorry. Calling Zazu soft now? Okay, you see how it is. Zazu gotta be the toughest bird, stronger than a bald eagle. Being soft is a compliment! Being soft is the good thing. I love him being soft. Makes him so cuddly and cute and just like... You gotta be soft, Zazu. You gotta be soft. Soft and adorable. It's okay. Zazu knows he's loved the way he is. He doesn't have to be anything more. He knows. Not so loud, he'll hear me and start a tantrum. It's 11 p.m. and you gotta get up early to take care of the ranch. Night loves, have an amazing stream. Good night to you too, Molly. Thank you so much for stopping by. Cal, hello! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Don't worry, Zazu will send me... You will send Zazu some protein powder. Buff Zazu. We're gonna have a buff Zazu. He's gonna get birdie abs. Cat food for free? What's happening to me? He might actually eat cat food. Like, I had a, it's kind of like beef jerky, but different kind. And, I had a bird who ate meat. Dried cured meat, like beef jerky. What? So weird. She also ate chicken. She ate chicken. Zazu hates both. He's not accountable and he doesn't like eating meat. But my previous bird, she liked it. You're not picturing Zazu just doing pull-ups? Oh my goodness, he's too lazy for that. He's too lazy for that. He's cute though. He's perfect for who he is. He doesn't have to be more. We love him for who he is. I wonder if I can do it with this. Oh gosh, you guys can't even see. Petition for a motivational poster with Zazu doing pull-ups on it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Definitely motivating. I used to do exercise with Zazu at our previous house. I don't have a good spot here because we don't have a good place for our treadmill, but I want to get a new spot where I can actually run on the treadmill with him and then have him fly around like we used to. That was awesome. Exercising with Zazu. You said you can stay like an hour ago and it's 2 a.m. and you gotta get some sleep and be responsible or whatever. Note to self. Note to self, I need that advice. I need, set an example for me, Bonkraz. Set an example for me right now and show me how it's done. Because I need that. I've been just so terrible with my sleep habits lately. Crazy. Definitely helps adding the shadows. The characters become so much more grounded. You definitely need that. Used to how it is, now I'm calling out Zazu lazy. Would he be very motivational though? Like, I don't know. I don't know if Zazu would be regarded as like super motivational if he's like, his cuteness could be motivational, sure, but he's lazy. He's so lazy. All he does is wake up, screech, talk, nap, like 3 or 4 times a day, eat, nap, wake up, preen, nap, screech, throw tantrum, nap. That's his life. That's Zazu, guys. Get some sleep today, at least on your behalf, because you will be awake to get some work done. Oh, Dover! No. No. I do, Alien Frog. I need more sleep, I know. It was just like, I was really... Strange thing was, last night, I finished work early because I had client design work in the evening. Finished that early, and I was like, okay, I have the whole evening free, and I can go sleep early. Did that happen? No. Of course not. Of course not, because Neka never sleeps early. So instead, I got sidetracked trying to figure out Streamlabs mobile overlays for the live stream we're having next week. And it didn't work out. I couldn't get it fixed. It's still not working. So I wasted 4 hours and I went to bed at like 4:30. No, 5 a.m. actually. So no, Not doing that again. Definitely not doing that again. Oh, I love this song. The Spoopy Spooder Forest by Abstraction. Don't you guys love that name? The Spoopy Spooder Forest. Great. It's great. I love it. Gotta love a Spoopy Spooder Forest, guys. Heck yeah. Wow, Neka. Uh-oh. What's the YouTube video? Unbelievable. It's bedtime for you. You'll be back next time. Friends of the Haunt. Thank you so much for subbing again, Space Ghost Princess. I really appreciate that. So much. Thank you. Sounds like old school RuneScape music. Could be. Try saying that 10 times fast. What? What? Dova, is Charles streaming? Maybe when we finish up, we can raid Charles. Zazu will be cast with lightning? What? What? Was gonna say feathers, because that implies maybe being able to fly, but then figured you're already part reptile with your sun seeking, and it'd probably be easiest to keep clean. So you choose reptile, Cal. You choose reptile. Zazu, can we add another one for reptile? We have a reptile in the chat, guys. Don't open the link now, Neka. DMCA, I probably saw it already. A mouse doing push-ups on him. Oh, I saw that one. I saw that one. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I love it. Saying spooky spooder music or whatever. Spooky. What was it again? Spooky spooder music. Oh my gosh. He's not streaming yet. Not sure if he plans to, though. He said something about that earlier. He's going to. Peter Gundry. He also makes these kind of tunes. Yeah? I love Abstraction. Wait. What are we playing currently? I think at the moment we're playing Ghost Stories. Why is that in the ambient ones? I feel like... What? There we go. These are all the ambient tracks. The old tracks we used to listen to, guys. I felt like switching it up a little bit. Playing some of the old ones. You know. Wasn't that song named like Spoopy Spooder Forest? Spoopy Spooder Forest. I'm pretty sure that was it. I love that song. Great song. I'm trying to get more contrast between my dragon and the character behind, the little witch, because there's just not enough to show that he's in the foreground and he's like falling away a little bit, so I just want him to be more obvious, clearer. We want to see this little guy, you know. He's one of the most iconic characters as well. That definitely helped him stand out so much more. You need a medic, so great. Rage quit. Which of my ET friends are you? Which one? I'm a soldat. Bulletproof wants to be like you, just so everyone knows. Daventon? Oh my goodness! Are you for real? Whoa, hello? Long time no see. How are you doing? How are you doing and welcome. Welcome to my haunted mansion. Creepy this time of the year. Creepy, guys. Rage quit. One of my very, very long time ET friends. I feel like we've definitely known each other longer than at least 12 years. Because I think, ooh, that's a long time. That's a long time we've been online friends for. Crazy. I feel like if I ever go to the States, I want to meet up with like all of my online friends. Was it like 2007? I think it was. It should have been around 2007. That's like maths, guys. I don't do maths, so 15 years. I was gonna say I think it's longer than 12 years. Where's that VIP badge? Dora, can you VIP or do I got a VIP? I can add VIP, like. There we go. Is that VIP now? Sheesh, World! Don't speak about it. Don't speak about it. You can't do it. I gotta do it. Meeting online friends has personally been amazing. Got to meet a few friends at TwitchCon this year. That's so cool. I wish I could go to TwitchCon, but just ain't gonna happen. Definitely not for a while because it's just gonna cost too much for me. But yeah, definitely gonna just cost too much for me, so I ain't gonna go until I can afford it, guys. But yeah, it's okay. So far, thank you for gifting that sub to Rage Crit. Oh my goodness. Guys, we have a burial on today, guys. Have a burial on. What would you like written on your headstone? Rage Quit. You choose. Here's a little tiny tombstone. Just for you. You are now subbed, which means you get buried. Live on stream, or dead on stream. Whichever way you see it. There we go. Your very own little tombstone in the cemetery. San Diego is crazy expensive, especially that time of the year. And on the weekends? Yeah. It's not cheap. Your tombstone would say, Penguin did it. Oh my goodness. You won't believe it. He is currently banned from every single remaining active ET server, unfortunately. And the only place he can still play is in the professional communities. So like actual tournaments and stuff, he can play there. And we also have like a Discord community where we actively play. But yes, it's such a shame though, because like I remember for the longest time I had to prove to people that he doesn't cheat. The hilarious part is he'll hop onto my computer with no mods, no nothing, and play. And then he'll own people on my computer, no mods, and they'll be like, Neko is cheating all of a sudden. No. He just knows the game real well. So it's real sad because like I get it both ways. He can't play with the people that still play on those servers because he's just like a ton better than them now. And it really ruins the game for everybody playing there. So I do get it from their perspective, you know, they want to have a community where everyone is sort of on the same playing field and can have fun. Because as soon as Peng's on a team, that team's gonna win. You know, it's just, it doesn't work. So he's got to play with people on his level, which is currently where he's playing, and that's working a lot better. There are people better than him, a lot better than him. It's insane. Like, he 1v1'd Max Tor. I don't know if you heard of him, Damadon. He 1v1'd Max Tor. Max Tor is currently the undefeated champion in ET 1v1ing, and I think he was very close, like only a few deaths behind. And yeah, Maxtor was like very impressed and complimented him a lot. Obviously he didn't beat him, but got real close. So yeah, there's people even better out there. And yeah, it's crazy. Just crazy how well people know that game. Ray, hello! How are you doing? You're lucky that you had a family you could stay with rather than at a hotel. Oh yeah. It's no fun, really. Like, unless it's a really nice hotel. I don't really like staying in places that I don't know. They must have not known how good he actually is. Well, the thing is, there's a lot they don't know about the game. Like, they don't know, for example, one big thing is, you know how when you die in ET, and your body just lays there, and you respawn, if you click on Limbo menu, you can see a portion of the game, a certain area of the map. Some of the professional players use that as a way to know where people are on the map, and then they go get them. And so, for somebody who doesn't know those aspects of the game, they would go, oh, you're wall hacking, how did you know this person was there? You couldn't have known. But you saw them in the limbo, little limbo camera. They use things like that. They use like spawn timers, so they know exactly when somebody is going to be at a certain area of the map. It's just, there's a lot of different facets that the pro players actually use that I was never familiar with when we played on like KF or what was it, KF, and then we went to, wait, it was KFC, and then we went to, what was our clan name after that? Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. Completely forgot. K9C. So KFC and K9C. Never happened there. When he was like 12, he was wrecking you, and you were like 20. He still wrecks me. Still wrecks me. Get good. Gotta practice, right? It's all in practice. Seriously. Peng is the greatest of all time. I still remember the few payday games we played last year. Yeah, he's really good at a lot of games, but he's insanely good at ET. People will look for excuses when they are losing. Yeah, they quite often do. They'll say things like, oh, you have an advantage because you're playing with a high ping, and then they'll, like a map later, they'll say, you have an advantage because, you know, such and such, or I have a disadvantage because my ping's high. It's just excuses. You believe it when, when we killed Pengu, it was a big deal. Oh yeah, like I am so proud still now. The times when I get to kill him, I'm like, I just won the game for the team. That's wild, that's the old one? Yes, Nuffy, it's Wolfenstein Enemy Territory that we're talking about. So it's a very old game. A very old game. It's free to play. They recently released it on Steam as well. Did you see that, Demodon? Such an underrated game. Oh my goodness. It totally is. And if you want to get better at playing E.T., try to play Quake as well. It'll help you improve your aim by a lot. Quake is so fast. And then Big Dog had his own thing after that, but by then you had quit. Do you ever, have you ever gotten back into it? Does E.T. have VATS mod, Naka? So you can beat me in the game? No, Doma. You're gonna have to out-aim me. You're gonna have to out-aim me if you want to kill me in E.T. It's all aim. No VATS. It is on Steam. The sad part is, though, they put the original version on Steam, not the legacy version. Currently, the legacy version is what you want to have installed. And they put the normal version. Well, it's apparently like the legacy version, but with like different things. Why? Why? And I tried to install it on my system and it wasn't even installing properly. So all I can think of is, what about all those poor people who, what the heck? Different image that rocked up. What about all those poor people who are basically not going to be able to install it and think it doesn't work, you know? Because it's a really great game. I want all the best. I wish all the best for it. Seriously, do. You try to get back in it, but it's hard to find servers that have players. It's usually bots. I think there's only like 6 servers remaining that have a lot of players. Demodon, you're on Discord, right? What I can do is I can invite you to one of the more pro communities. Obviously it's going to be a huge learning curve. You're going to be like me, rock bottom. But there are a few people like rock bottom level as well playing. And I can invite you to one of the private Discords. Well, it's not private really, but like the competitive community that really take the game seriously. And they have games on every night. There's ones in the States, there's ones in Europe, and then there's the Australian community where I play, but that probably isn't convenient in your time zone. But yeah, that's where I play, because I feel like the people there actually play objectives. It's really cool. You're on the K9C Discord. Okay, I'll send you a DM on K9C Discord. I'll send you a DM on there and send you some invites to some of the active running ET Discords. The only other place you can play is Fearless Assassins, but they have a really toxic community and people don't really play for the objectives on there, so I found it just not really worthwhile to play there because you don't really have fun games. I really prefer playing on the private Discords because people care about the objectives. They try to make as fair teams as possible. So they balance teams by skill level, which means that everybody is committed to trying to win the game, not just you know, getting the most frags. Everyone cares to play as a team as the game is meant to be played, which is a lot of fun. If you just want to get frags, then Fearless Assassins is going to be your only real place to go. They do have a lot of people on throughout the day, but I just find them too full of players. Like, there are too many people on there. It's a bit much. But yeah, if you like to spam arty, Fearless Assassin is a great place to go. While there isn't still a community playing that game, there is Snuffy. It's all on Discord. If you'd like to know about that, send me a whisper and I can send you an invite as well. Reminds me of people spawn camping and throwing airstrikes non-stop and a flamethrower at the spawn door. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just... Honestly, Fearless Assassins is a lot like that at the moment, where it's just like a lot of artillery and people just going for frags, nobody caring about the objective, so yeah. But I find one of the best ways to make people care about objectives is I join the opposing team, the one that has to take the objective, and I just go grab it, and I rush maps. I just end them real quick. And then people have to start focusing on it because, you know, otherwise they don't get... The maps end too quickly and they hate that. So I just end the maps real quick and then they start focusing on doing the objectives. I'm like, well, cool. Great, good job. Exactly what I wanted. Now he stands out a little bit better. You can see him much more. There was a mod that grew out of that game, or maybe you're thinking of Dungeons DoD? DoD. There's a couple of mods. So ET has Jmod, No Quarter, ET Pub, ET Pro, and then there started being ET Legacy, which is now like just what everyone tries to use. So there were other mods as well, but yeah, I think those were the main ones, and I don't know if that's what you're talking about, or are you meaning like totally different game? It's all about the kill-death ratio these days. I know, it's no longer about working together as a team to get the job done, right? You wish we were back there in the day. Our weekend nights were popping up on Friday and Saturday. We used to have clan nights. I know. I miss our ET clan days so much. So much. It's crazy the things that you sort of just take for granted in your past and you don't realize how much it means until you don't have it anymore. Really crazy. Day of Defeat was a Source game. It came out of Half-Life. You got it confused. Okay, but you did play ET as well. It was in your group rotation when it was new. Okay, cool. Were you ever in a clan, Snuffy? Or did you kind of just like casually play it? For you, it was Counter-Strike, the original 1.6, so only weekend gaming nights and LAN parties. I never really got into Counter-Strike that much. but I know that it's another real fun one. Now I feel like the community, that's the thing though. The community on ET was just amazing. You could make so many friends. People wanted to be friends. People wanted to socialize. We used to do the stupidest things. Sometimes like we would like use our bullets to just like draw pictures on the walls, or we'll have like a crawl race where everybody has to crawl and beat each other crawling. Just silly things like that. Yeah, so we didn't even just, we used to goof off a lot in the game as well. And I feel like ET is one of the few communities that has people enjoying just spending time with other gamers. Whereas I feel like, at least when I went on Counter-Strike, it was all just like toxic bullying, trying to put others down, not really trying to be friends or anything like that. So I never got the feel for Counter-Strike. And there's a lot of toxicity in ET as well, but it's like there's a combination. There's good friends and then there's also toxic people. It's like you have a bit of both. But at least the good parts are there too. You've had some of your friends say 1.6 Counter-Strike is unmatched to this day. Yeah? What game are we discussing again, sorry? Well, we're discussing currently, basically we're sort of talking about all older games that we all loved and used to play that meant a lot to us, but predominantly we're talking about Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. But yeah, also just like old games that had a lot of memories for us and built a good community. Put landmines down and crawl through them without hitting them. Yeah, exactly. There was one crazy guy in our group who didn't use a mouse, but rather the laptop touchpad and was so good at it. What? No way. No way. It's great to see everything complete and in order. Hello, Sendo. How are you? Can we have a shout out for Sendo, please? What was my favorite old game? Definitely Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. 100%. That game brought me so many friends that I still have to this day. That game made me understand what true online friendships really meant. So that game gave me so much. So much. 100% Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Apparently Wolfenstein ET has an active community. Who knew? It does, it does. So yeah, Snuffy, if you want me to send you an invite to some of the private Discords that have like weekly, like daily game sessions, I can send you the invite to that. The popular streamer Lyric talks about ET a lot. He was back into it. He was into it back then too. Really? I haven't seen his streams. Lyric. Cool. Okay. I'll have to check him out. I have watched a couple of streams here on Twitch about ET. Some people not so good, other people really good. But yeah, currently the only place we can still play when my brother is in band is the private professional Discords. Because they know what true skill is there, so they don't just ban you because you're good. Whereas a lot of the public servers, they don't really understand the game very well. So if you get too good, they'll just ban you no matter what, because they think you're hacking and stuff. But yeah, if you get that good, the only place you can really play anymore are the private Discord communities. So unfortunately, my brother is that level. I am not quite that level. So I am one of the rock bottom tiers of players on there, and I have to really struggle hard to stay alive. But it's good fun. The reason I still play that, even if it's really hard, is I really love when people play for objectives and play as a team. And that's something you don't get on the public servers, sadly. because you'll find like a few people who are trying to do the objectives all by themselves, and I find that really sad because they never get backup. They put all the effort and all the work in by themselves, and nobody helps them. Nobody helps them. So silly. So I don't really like that mentality on the public servers. I much prefer playing with the pros, getting my butt kicked, and actually playing as a team. You never even thought about checking ET streams on Twitch. Yeah, well, I've followed, I think the main way I found them is on the private Discord, people will often release their streams, and so that's how I started following them. With you, old games is nothing after 2000, 1990s era. Yours is SNES games? Don't know what that is. Jacob, hello! How are you doing? Also, has anyone here played Croc and the Gobbos? I love that game. Love that game so much. Croc and the Gobbos, and I also played one of the early Marios, but it was one of the PC Marios. I don't know if it was an original version or just like a remake. I feel like it probably was a remake of some kind. I don't know Mario super well, so I don't know a lot about the history, but I played one of the really old Marios on the PC back in the 2000s, early 2000s. I should go look at Donkey's videos on that. Donkey makes a lot of gaming videos, and he's a huge Mario fan. Super Nintendo games, right. I never had like a Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox. I was a pure PC gamer. Still am. What did I just call you? Wait, what? What? What did I say? Same goes with Battlefield. Honestly, there are game modes that are quite engaging and really cool, but all people want to do is run to a vantage point, get that high KD ratio. No one cares about the objectives. Exactly. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. You were setting up your streaming stuff for when your mic comes in. Ooh, that's so awesome. Congratulations. The name of a game, something and someone. Oh, you mean Croc and the Gobbos? I was asking who knows Croc and the Gobbos. It's one of my old favorite games. It's a platformer. You play as a crocodile and you have to save these little round brown creatures. I don't really know what they are. They're fluffy brown balls of fluff. And you have to save them all. That's Croc and the Gobbos. It makes a huge difference having the shadows below them. Crazy. No clue. Sounds like an insult. What? Really? Fluffy balls of fluff. Good description. I'll show you. It's true. It's true. There we go, that's a good pick of a gobbo. This is what a gobbo looks like, guys. Gobbos. Fluffy little round brown balls of fluff. They don't look quite that. This is how they look in the game. They're a lot more crude. They're not quite as detailed as this. This is what they look like in the game. It's a really, really old game. So, and they sound cute as well. Like, I don't know, they used to make really cute noises. And this was their king. So I think the idea was you had to like help save their king or save like a bunch of them. I don't remember exactly. Never in your life have you seen this? What? It was a really popular game. I feel like I was playing this when everyone else was playing. What's the game with the like super fast character? Nemesis, hello, thank you for the follow. It was like a not an echidna. It was a hedgehog, but like a super fast hedgehog. Sonic? Yeah, I think it was Sonic. That was a game, right? I think everyone was playing that when I was playing this. You don't know the game? PS1. It looks like it was a PC version too. It had PC version. PlayStation. It says PlayStation, but I had it on the PC, yeah, so it does come on the PC. I think you can buy it still. Only one left. Doesn't even say how much it costs though. How much is it? I don't know if I still have it. They should release it on Steam. But yeah, that was an amazing game. Huge nostalgia, guys. Huge nostalgia. Am I actually an ornithologist? That's awesome. You are a dendrologist. I'm not an actual ornithologist, unfortunately. I just know a lot of parrots. I was like a parrot nerd as a kid, so I used to learn like all the parrot names and all the Latin names for them. And I currently have a pet parrot as well. Little Zazu, he's like way down where the logo is. You can see him sleeping. That's little Zazu. Stream helped buy his whole palace, by the way. Huge thanks to Dover as well for funding Zazu's amazing palace. But yeah, he's napping where the logo is, guys. Super cute. Duke 3D was your first online, but 1942 was the first time you got a powerful enough computer to play 3D games. Oh my goodness! Crafty Skull Corvus! Guys, we just got raided by Crafty Skull. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How are you doing and what did you do on your stream? If you'd like to, you're very welcome to share a link to your artwork. You can also take a clip with Gazo.com. Take a clip, share a link. We'd love to see what you did. Please let us know. Ravens and skull rain upon you this raid. Do not fear, we are here to share the skull love. Creepy, we like it that way. Guys, hello, my name is Neka. I am a pop surrealist artist and illustrator. That kind of means that I draw creepy and cute characters. I paint, I do oil painting. This behind me, so I do a lot of oil painting, I do watercolor painting, and I'm also currently working on a very, very large graphite sketch that will eventually become a watercolor painting. But yeah, this is what I've been working on for the last 2 months, guys. It's been a huge project. It will be a print in my store once I finish with it. But it is 31 different Halloween characters, guys. It's been a long time coming since I wanted to do all the prompts for Drawlloween in one drawing, and I finally got around to it. So, super happy. Super happy. But yeah, tell us a little bit about you guys and your stream. What did you do? How did you not know I was Australian? Your memory is so bad. I don't know. Which state are you from, Kitty? I'm from South Australia. You were working on Day of the Dad and making some skulls look extra fancy with flowers and gold leaf. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I'd like a streamer called Miss Uki. She does similar things but also plays horror games. I'm gonna make a note of that. Damidon, what was that name of the streamer that occasionally streams or occasionally talks about ET again? Miss Uki. I'll check Miss Uki out after stream. Oh dear. Oh dear, guys. I cloned myself. If only I could draw twice as fast. If I cloned myself. You're originally from Queensland, now in Victoria, but you don't sound like you're from Queensland. I'm originally from Queensland too, but I don't think I sound like I'm from Queensland either. Being in South Australia has sort of formed my more proper Australian accent, I think. But yeah, I'm definitely, I miss Queensland so much. I've only been back once, but I definitely want to go back there again. Beautiful place. Lovely weather. You're born in Victoria, but now in Queensland. You guys to swap places. You guys swap places. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm gonna miss these, like, in-studio streams with you guys for the next week because I'm going to Melbourne. I'm still gonna stream from there, but I'm gonna be doing in real life streams for you guys. So, I'll be going around town, possibly showing you guys what Melbourne looks like. And I'm also going to stream from the apartment where I'll be staying when I'm there. So hopefully I can actually finish up some drawings for you guys. But yeah, Lyric, thank you Dover. It was Lyric. Let me save that name as well. Lyric. Okay, 2 streamers to check out. You heard your accent once as a teenager, and now you sound roughly like a newsreader. Oh no! Oh no! Does it bother you? Sounds like it bothers you. Melbourne's lovely. Oh my goodness, it so is. I think I lived there for 7 years. 5 or 7 years. And Melbourne has a lot of stuff. When I first came to Adelaide, it was so crazy to me because I wanted to go to pet stores. I wanted to go to just like clothing stores. There's almost nothing here. If you're in Melbourne, you'll have like 5 or 6 different kinds, different outlets for one brand. Here in Adelaide, there's only one of each. One of each. That's it. So, yeah. It was a big shocker, but I very quickly realized buy everything online. If you live in Adelaide, you buy online. You don't try to find it because you won't find it. But it's a great place to live. I don't think I would want to live in Melbourne again just because of the traffic. The traffic there is so bad. It's so bad. Like, we're so lucky here in Adelaide because it's so small. Like, Melbourne's roads are much better built. The transport system is much more efficient and everything. So that's a plus, but you sit in traffic. And that is not a plus. So yeah, I think for me, now having lived here for so long and gotten used to this, Melbourne would be just like too big. But I was back there earlier this year and it was just like nostalgia. It was so lovely because the shops, there's just like, I can go get like any bubble tea I like from anywhere. And then they had these what were they called? Macarons. Beautiful little French store with the most delicious macarons. We don't really have stuff like that here in Adelaide. We don't have that kind of variety of special things that you can go just buy and shop for. If you want something special, you just gotta shop online because it doesn't really exist here. It's, in the big scheme of things, we're really small. We're rather small. I You were lucky to get hand-me-down computers from your grandparents? You were working on the Day of the Dead and making some skulls look extra fancy with flowers and gold leaves. Do you want to share what you did on your stream? Or you can drop a link to your Instagram. We can go have a look at what you did. You're just glad you don't sound like you're asking questions all the time anymore? Melbourne shopping is. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, please share away. Share away, Crafty. We want to see that artwork. But yeah, guys, I've been working on the background. I finished the clouds yesterday. And today, I've just been working on all of the pathway. So I've been finishing up the pathway. You can really tell the characters that are floating here don't look nearly as good as when they, have solid footing. You can see their shadows, you can see where they're positioned. So, basically I just want to finish that over the next couple of days. I won't be able to really stream. I might stream on Monday next week before I leave. I think I'm gonna take Tuesday off just for my sanity, so that I can pack and prepare to go. I'm gonna have just a casual day with my mum before I head off because I'm gonna go away for 5 days, and then I'll stream again when I get to Melbourne. I won't have my full setup when I'm there, obviously, because I'm not taking all this stuff just for a 5-day trip, but I do stream from my phone occasionally. You guys will have seen I've done the in real live stream for you guys this past weekend where we went out trick-or-treating for Halloween. So it'll be a lot like that. It'll be that sort of type of stream. I also have a little bit of a surprise coming up. I can't reveal too much of it until I have a little bit more information about it, but something cool might happen next week on this stream. I'll let you guys know. Patrons already know a little bit about what's going on. I don't want to release anything until we've confirmed things, but yeah. So, might be something very exciting happening next week when I'm in Melbourne, guys, with another streamer. Heck yes. So, that being said, let us have a look at Crafty Skull's Instagram. We have some cool art to look at, guys. Cool art. Ooh. Gotta show you guys this. Have a look at that, guys. This is like my Sendak. I have a little little toolbox like this, which I call a Sendak because that's what the people I bought it from called it. But yours is skullies on. I like that. That is really helpful. Oh my goodness. You're very, very crafty. Look at that. I guess it's in the name, right? Crafty Skull Design. I love the fan. How did she make that? Liquid crystal? Kilo, hello! How are you doing? Can't wait to see those streams. Oh. There's no command to translate, Kilo. I'm so sorry. No command to translate. I'm sorry. You call it a roller that needs to have skulls. Cool. I love this one. It's just like a tiny little fairy house into a gothic piece that now fits in your room. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love the colors. It's definitely more gothic. It's even cuter. What did it look like before? Ooh! I love the redo. Whoa! I love the redo. That is so cool. Wow. Really awesome. Look at this bookmark. What? That's one heck of a bookmark, guys. Seriously? Unbelievable. Mushroom. Mushroom. It's a mushroom, guys. The liquid crystal changes when you touch it. Resin for the win. What? Really? It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Too much cute. Look how fancy. Look how fancy this pup is. I feel like this pup will make us all look underdressed. For sure. So cute. Absolutely adorable. Wow, you make so many cool keychain stuff. They have little... Those move? Ooh, that's cool. I like that. I would love like a black one with like little blue things inside. That would be sick. I could totally envision that. Damn, that's cool. I love your stuff. You are so creative. So creative. Did you make this? The intensity of the easy climb blue and the soul sucking of the black 2.0. I didn't even see the black one. I only saw these two. I thought that they were the only ones. There's three. You can't even see the black one. It like totally hides. I love how matte they are. I still think this is my favorite just because it's like a really nice pearly color. But damn, that black one looks thick. You were testing the colors? Right. It's so cool. You bet most people miss it. Love that shade of black. Yeah, definitely gotta miss it. It camouflages so well. Thank you so much for rating us. I really appreciate that. Really do. Let me just quickly check something, guys. Because I don't want to forget, there was something that... Oh yeah. Alright, so... before I forget, guys, we have our art challenge on the last Friday of this month. And we're all drawing the prompt, mustache, guys. Please draw your prompts mustache and submit them all to our Discord channel. We're going to review them all on the last day of the month. And yeah, we're going to share your artwork. Don't feel bad if you don't draw. If you sculpt, if you make just things like you make knives or you make jewelry or lace things or plushies, whatever, you can join us, guys. Just join the art challenge, and we want to share your artwork live on stream. We want to be able to share your Instagrams as well. Any projects that you have going on, please share those, talk about those with us, because I want to help you guys get your work out there, promote it to everyone. A lot of us here have very similar interests, so it really helps when I can get people together that like each other's work, because like that's what happened to me when I started joining Twitch. People would like recommend me, I recommend them, and we'd rate each other, and that's how we all found out about the cool art that we like now. So that's what our challenge is all about, showing you guys new people that make cool stuff, and we've seen some sick things over the past few art challenges, so yeah. Also guys, if you ever want me to draw anything for you guys, I do take commissions. I'm going to start taking commissions more regularly now as well. So if you want me to draw something for you, maybe like a family member, a pet portrait, your favorite song, whatever it is, I'm happy to draw it for you. Go to my website, check out my commission page, and just send me an email, ask me. I'll be more than happy to explain everything to you and figure something out. And yeah, I love creating commissions for you guys. It's so much fun. I'll create it live on stream and you guys can give me all the feedback that you guys want to. So, plus, I have a Patreon account where I create an exclusive story for you guys about a little witch called Phoebe and her pet piglet called Poogie. It's sort of their journey about learning to accept flaws in themselves and in each other, and just, you know, friendship. Basically friendship. You guys also get a monthly postcard from me sent to you every month. There's also exclusive merch on some of the tiers that I don't sell on my Etsy store. It's only on Patreon. There's colouring in pages, wallpapers, a lot of other stuff, speed paint videos. So yeah, if that's something that interests you guys, check out Patreon, same price as a Twitch sub, and I get so much more support from you guys from that. So I really appreciate my patrons insanely much. Every one of you guys, you know how much you keep me afloat every month, so thank you guys. I appreciate it. But yes, guys, it is time for a raid. We've had such a cool day. So many things we got done, guys. So many things. Let me see. Who's live? I hope Charles is live. I'd really like to raid Charles. I don't think Charles is live, guys. I don't think so. Damn, that sucks. I'd really wanted to show you guys Charles's artwork. Alright. That's okay. How about we raid Art of Gym, guys? That seems like a good place to go to for us all. Is that an O? That's a 0. I think that's a 0. I just don't want to get it wrong and raid the wrong person. Ultraviolet Death, hello, how are you doing? Alright, let us raid Art of Gym. And Dover will share the raid call for you guys in the chat. Please copy and paste that once we head on over to Art of Gym stream. Let us show them some love, guys. I'm live again tomorrow. If you guys want to, please check the schedule in my panels. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming more of this for you guys. But yeah, let's go, guys. See you tomorrow.